Welcome to the Guitar Channel. I am super happy to welcome you a new interview with not one guest but two guests. So I am with Mika Tyyskä, alias Mr. Fastfinger, and andJuha Ruokangas. Mika, how are you doing?
I'm doing very good, thank you.
Are you surviving this first day?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah. Are you doing the Mr. Fastfinger voice or what?
You could think so, but no. Yeah, this is my voice. Every time at the show, I lose my voice. Somebody needs to teach me some technique of speaking.
Okay, so it's very rare to have the opportunity to have both the musician and the guitar builder. So how did this project started?
The long or the short version?
There are several versions of it.
Okay.
Like I remember it. He told me very much that he insisted even to wanting a guitar from me, to buy
you
a
said
guitar
no?
from me.
Yeah.
I was resisting as long as I could, but he persisted.
Because I had no money.
But I think Mika remembers it a little bit differently.
Okay, what's your story? What's your version?
No, it's the opposite. Juha was trying to sell me the guitar. Juha,
But I was not desperate.
yeah. Juha hated me at first because I had a German-built guitar at first, and then he started asking me, "Do you like that guitar?"
You really like that guitar?
Yeah. That was the first time we met, really. That was his first question. Yeah, at Helsinki Airport, or was it Frankfurt End? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
That's the truth.
So how did you start to work on that? Was it, okay, let's start from scratch for a blank paper, or did you come up with ideas and you come up with other ideas?
We're talking about the guitar?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, because it's like these two things, the guitar and the movie we made about the guitar, they go hand in hand. You can't really talk about them separately in a way, because there's the story, or the beginning of the story was that, you know, we met at did we meet at the airport or in the plane? No, we met in the plane.
Yeah, we actually it was early morning, Helsinki Airport, and I was going on the plane, and I watched there's nobody I know familiar here, and then I stepped and took a seat on the plane where I was booked, and who comes to sit next to me? It was this gentleman. And so we had like 3-hour trip to Frankfurt, and we had a good. We were forced to sit next to each other, and so we basically made the main plot for the movie, or at least we. Yeah,
it started from the question of that if it would happen that in real life that we would make a guitar, and I would make a guitar for Mika. How about including somehow Mr. Fastfinger character to it, and then it developed to the idea of a movie, and then first I think it was kind of supposed to be quite much smaller production, somehow like homemade movie, but then it, as often happens, it totally got out of hand, and we during the trip we came up with the storyline.
Yeah,
10 kilometers high.
Yeah, we're very, very high, and
kind of oxygen, drunken from the oxygen, or lack of oxygen, or something. I don't know.
The window was open on the plane, or something like that.
Might have been, but anyway, during the flight, it was good because we got to know each other way much better than we knew before that. So and also it helped to find out that we get along quite well, and we had about half a year break, and then came back to the topic, and then things started happening when we decided to actually do it.
And now the result is that we have like this 30-minute movie, right? Something like that, or is it longer than that?
Yeah, I was hoping for 7 minutes or something. It's like
so it is 30 minutes of pure enjoyment. Look at it on the web; it is really excellent. So that's one part of the project, and the other part is this, right?
Yeah, it's the guitar. Well, because we made a movie, they had to be a guitar too.
Okay.
Yeah. So. And Mika had some ideas obviously, and obviously about. I mean, because no, seriously. I mean, this guy is very precise in, he knows what he wants in terms of, how it needs to feel, how the guitar needs to feel, how he wants it to sound, things like that. But he's not maybe, the type of player who is, that I want, nitro lacquer or poly lacquer, or, it needs to be this or that, the detail of that. It's not so, as I've learned to know him as an artist, that part of it is not as necessary. I mean, he's not kind of, I don't know, you're not interested in that part. It's more like that as everything feels great and sounds great.
I'm very packed here, so many notes and stuff, so I don't think there's any room for a different type of woods and
yeah, what is the body wood and what is the neck wood? So that's, that responsibility is given to me, which is great, because that's the part I know best. I mean, that's really the part that where I have my 20 plus years experience of why we are using certain tone woods, why we're using, this and that truss rod or tuners or bridges or pickups or whatnot. So it's very and it's very enjoyable experience to work with Mika and with such an unbelievable talented guy and
you don't have to say that just because he's here,
Yeah.
No, but it's true. I mean, I have to mention one thing. I have been a great fan of Mr. Fastfinger and the kind of web concept that Mika worked around Mr. Fastfinger 10 years ago, when the original guitar school, the Guitar Shred Show.com came out. So I remember, me and my friends who were kind of like pushing me into checking, what is the latest stuff going on the internet. So I remember like checking out that stuff very early on and liking it a lot. And spent
funny thing is, when I was working on that site, when I was doing the design and stuff, somebody showed me Ruokangas.com
10 years ago.
Yeah, it was
as an example or as a bad example?
As a great flash.
There was the guitar builder already. I mean, we had the
very
configuration.
It was very well done at that age. It was very inspirational to see.
Interesting.
It was so. Yeah, absolutely.
And what's difference between? What are the differences between that guitar and the one you had before? What's new, or what's better?
Well,
everything.
Well, basically, the whole quality and everything. How can you? How can you say anything? I don't want to say anything bad about the previous guitars. They were actually pretty well good, and especially the second one. But this takes the whole thing to an totally different level, and it's pretty clear, and it is supposed to be like that because Juha is an expert and master, and that's one of the reasons why I try to keep the frame of mind when I work with anybody who's a professional and expert in his own area, that you should trust.
Yeah, I am the musician, you are the guitar builder, so, this is what I want, translate. And
it's better to communicate on a more different level. So.
And compared to the other models you built, what's different, or was it a stretch from the other guitars? You mean, did you discover something new?
Well, it's the guitar. It's sort of like a hybrid from two of our starting point. Like the body shape is very close to what we have the Hellcat model. And the headstock shape is from our VSOP model, but it's more started from the functional point of view, that Mika wanted, 6 strings and 24 frets, the door to infinity, like Mr. Fastfinger tells in the movie. So and this is something that, because Mika on the other hand is not like the Floyd Rose guy, so, and he wanted like an unlocking trem and
a pickguard.
And a pickguard. That's a very and that's
Hellcat didn't have that one, and it was too edgy for the body. It looked like
so he wanted rounder. So he had very specific ideas of the feel. Again, of the feel and the kind of, something that often the guitar players I mean, the pick guard for Mika was like very important. That there has to be a pick guard, and it needs to and
Why is that for look or because it has to be like that and that's it, or is it some secret?
For the spirit, for the spirit.
yes, yeah. So
The mojo is in the pick guard, guys.
And sustain, of course.
Okay. That's the secret. Now we know.
and as I'm the expert of plastics, I can only tell the very special top secret plastic that makes the sustain of this guitar, pick guard.
Okay. And is it sorry?
Yeah, about the new stuff of the guitar, and then because it was a very enjoyable experience for me, because then to come to these questions when Mika came up with this kind of challenge or task that he wants certain things. He wants humbucker, single coil humbucker, and then he wants switching to be this and that, and he was kind of struggling with that. He would like it to have these, that you can split the humbuckers and you can do certain things with these, but in a the user interface needs to be a certain way that it's like functional for him. And then we came up with a very special, nice solution.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah,
if
so
can
we have
show.
like
So we see it here. Yeah. Okay. So tell us, how do you work this animal?
Hold it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we have only the volume pot.
Yeah.
You don't need the tone, right?
Yeah, I never use.
Yeah, you never use the tone, so we don't put there the tone. And then we have 5-way switch the 5-way switch is here.
Okay.
5-way switch that operates the 3 pickups in a very standard way.
Yeah. Okay.
But then, because Mika
It's
wanted,
becoming a very acrobatic interview.
Mika wanted to be somehow easily switch to a mode where both of the humbuckers are split.
Okay.
So first we talk about the normal options, like putting a mini switch or push-pull pot or something like that. But he was telling that it's not like, because he's so fast, he plays so many notes, he needs to be able to navigate between these things in a really comfortable way. So we came up or I don't know who came up with the idea. You came up with the idea. I can't.
It's not me, huh?
I'm not quite sure, but just let me show this. You can do this all at once, even, or just separately. So it's a nice.
So that's the standard Strat selector.
This would be
but what about this one?
So this one is it's basically like a, it looks like a 3-way switch, just like a Telecaster 3-way switch.
Yeah.
But there was no such switch on the market where you can do what he wanted to do on this 3-way switch. I mean, it's difficult. I mean, we're going so much to the specifics now, but 3-way switches that you can buy. It's for Telecaster. You can change between bridge pickup, both pickups, neck pickup.
Yeah.
That's what you can do with it. But there is no such switch on the market where you could split humbuckers and do out of phase and do the stuff that Mika was asking from me. So we came up with kind of we mutilated a few switches and built our special switch, which is called the Fire Air Spirit switch. Is it? Or not?
I can't remember, to be honest.
No, me neither. But I think it was not something like that.
I don't think.
It's been a long day.
Maybe it wasn't. Well, anyway, it's like the functions is really simple. You just have in the first position, you have the normal guitar with humbucker, single, or humbucker.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and then that's the way. And then when you flip it to the other end, it splits.
single coil.
Yeah, it splits both humbuckers.
Okay.
It's the both ends because this is the quickest. And in the studio where you have the time and you take a coffee and take it easy,
You can
split.
put it to the middle.
Yeah, you get
And
the
the
out of
middle
phase.
does what?
Out of phase, so you get a very weird Indian tone.
and those who are interested in the specifics, it splits the phase of the middle pickup.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you actually, the 5-way position, the second position, and the fourth positions are out of phase, which are quite interesting
Yeah.
type of sounds. Okay. So, but the point all the time is that you get these extra sounds, but you need to be able to go there like that,
Okay.
or one at a time, or whatever you need, and you need to be able to do it in the middle of the, smoking fast soloing.
Total chaos, in other words.
Well,
Is it going to become a signature model or what? Can I buy this guitar?
Yeah, you can buy this guitar. Yeah, you can buy this guitar. It's, with this type of signature guitars, is, when you look at the industry, how the industry works. Why does ESP have signature models? It's obviously like, they have the big name artists, like I have Mika here, like let's, whoever, like a superstar guitarist, and they make the signature model, and then they make all kinds of cheaper versions of it, which then the fans will buy, and that's where the kind of trick is for the industry. And when you're operating in the high end guitar, and it's for us, it's something like, we can offer it as a signature guitar, but we don't have the cheap models, cheap versions of it. So it's something that you can buy. Actually, you can order this guitar, and when you order that guitar, my friends, he will earn a little bit from it too. So
like 20 euros.
It's a good deal. We haven't talked about the margin yet.
We could do it now, so there's no coming back.
So maybe it's time to wrap up the interview before it gets nasty. So thanks a lot for your time. I know it's been a long day for everybody, so I'm super happy. And again, it's a very rare opportunity to have the guitar builder and the musician. So thanks a lot for that. And long live to this nice guitar. So does it have a name? No, the spirit of the guitar. No,
well, it reads Mr. Fastfinger there, but it's the green guitar.
The green guitar. So long live the green guitar. Here we go.
Thank you.
Excellent.
And long live the guitar channel.
Yes.
Yes, thank
Can
you.
Say that in Finnish.
Kauan eläköön.
Kitarakanava.
I hope those guys did not insult me, but we'll never know.
Yes,
so,
the rudest stuff we could come up with. Okay, kiitos.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.